This particular video is a follow-up to my other video, What is Beauty? So I hope you watch that one first, but here I'm going to discuss why we should pursue beauty. And this is one of the reasons I tell my students they ought to study physics and study anything, get an education for that matter, is the ability to recognize beauty. Because beauty is its own good, but it also points us to some other things. Beauty points us to what is true and what is good. It is the splendor of truth, and our minds are made for truth, and we as human people are made for the experience of true goodness and beauty and truth itself. Paul Dirac made this point. He said that it is more important for the scientist to have beautiful equations than agreement with experience. Scientists have this sense that equations and theories have to be beautiful, and in the next video, quotes about beauty, you're going to see more of that kind of thing. So beauty is a means to what is good and true. It also makes us better. There's a sense in which we need beauty. It's a part of our nature. Peter Kreeft says this: every human soul craves the good and the true and the beautiful absolutely and without limit. Robert Greenberg, in his course, relates the story. He says, one last great Handel anecdote before we put a wrap on this lecture. This anecdote, told by George Hogarth in his book Music, History, Biography, and Criticism, and we quote, he says, when Messiah was first performed in London, the audience was exceedingly struck and affected by the music. Some days after the first exhibition of this oratorio, Mr. Handel went to pay his respects to Lord Kenulp, with whom he was acquainted. His lordship, as was natural, paid him some compliments on his noble entertainment which he had lately given to the town. My lord, said Handel, I should be sorry if I only entertained them. I wish to make them better. And then Greenberg says, well, speaking strictly for myself, I am better for knowing Messiah. I trust we all are better for knowing Messiah. Handel had this sense that the beauty of the music wasn't just for entertainment, it was to make the people better, that somehow this experience of beauty is good for us in itself. And in a materialistic world, beauty doesn't really seem to make much sense. These accounts that I related in the first video from physicists, mathematicians, artists, there is an objective standard for beauty. But beauty is not a material thing. It's not something that we can touch or taste. It doesn't seem to be in ourselves because we recognize it outside of ourselves. And the source of beauty is itself not a material thing. And so if we find people talking about beauty, that seems to contradict the whole idea of materialism. The fact is, beauty, capital B beauty, comes from God and is only a reflection of Him, God Himself. And God is more than just another beautiful thing. He is the very source of beauty. He is beauty itself. He is also goodness itself, capital G, goodness, and truth itself. So beauty turns out to be a pointer to truth and goodness, and then, as a matter of fact, be one with those things.